Just testing my video, see how it is. You want to reload and go up. There we go. Oh, and it gives you the option. Just testing my video, see how it is. You want to reload. There we go. You see a shadow, huh? Oh, and it gives you the option. Shadow. Oh, and it gives you the option. It's weird when you hear your own voice again, huh?
I know.
Sarah's watching. So just let me know if I'm in the frame. And if you want to read the comments, you can read the comments to me.
Okay.
And then turn down the volume because I think they're going to get an echo in a little bit. There you go. So I prepped the nail, nothing fancy, just a regular sand band. If you like this video, like, share, and follow. So right now I'm filing her nails on a low speed with a medium sandband. Low speed, medium sandband. Hi, that's Sarah. And if you notice, I'm not taking off much of the nail, just making it less shiny. Switch. Thì trong giai đoạn này là mình đang chà nhám cái mặt móng để cho nó không có lòi lõm, với lại nó không có bị bóng. Tại khi mà mình dán chất bóng lên trên cái mặt móng bóng luôn á, thì nó sẽ tróc, nó sẽ mẻ, nó sẽ hở móng. Thì mình ráng cố gắng mình chà nhám với cái tốc độ chậm. Tại vì mình chạy nhanh quá đó thì nó sẽ nóng tay của khách. Đồng thời thì anh chị để ý là Louie đang đẩy cái da chết lên đó để cho nó tròn cái cuticle luôn. Cái này lâu quá mình không có go live, mình không có thử, với lại em chưa có share ra nhóm á. Thì cái này là chỉ live cá nhân cho vui thôi. Và maybe later em có làm cái gì đặc biệt một chút ấy, thì em share ra. Nhưng mà nếu mà anh chị thích á thì share lại về cái trang nhà của mình. Để ý từng bước nha. Khi nào mà có cái gì thắc mắc thì nhắn tin vô. Okay. There's a little bit shiny here and uneven. So we want to even out her nails, get rid of all the shine. Lâu quá không có live, nhưng mà muốn live lại trên trang nhà mình trước khi mình live ra ngoài hả? Thì rồi, bây giờ mình sẽ đo cái móng. Hình như là Louie thuộc lòng hết mấy cái móng rồi. Thì anh chị để ý là nhỏ glue chính giữa để mình nhắm cái trái tim này, cái đích của cái trái tim nó chỉ thẳng vô cái giọt glue của mình nhỏ đó. Khi nào mà mình nhắm nó ở đó thì nó cũng không, nó đỡ bị méo. Hai cái móng này nó sẽ giống nhau, cho nên đo bên này bỏ vào bên này thì nó cũng vừa. Với lại bây giờ mấy chị này hay làm móng coffin, móng stiletto and coffin. So mình làm vừa đủ thôi, đừng có nhiều đừng có wide quá, nó bè ra quá thì cái móng nó không có được thon gọn. Anh chị để ý là mình để một giọt glue thôi, mà khi mà mình ấn xuống là cái glue nó sẽ tràn ra hai bên, vừa đủ cho cái móng luôn. Dịnh nó 1-2 phút, 1-2 giây để cái glue nó dán vô. Đừng có bỏ nhiều quá. Gắn thích cũng phải gắn thẳng, nếu mà nó méo là nguyên cái móng nó sẽ méo luôn. Switch babe. We should leave you like that. Did you walk out of here like Shanini? Hi Evan. Oh my gosh, Evan Dow is watching and he does such good nails. I'm so excited right now. And he gave us hearts. Like, who am I? What is life? So this is my practice live for my own page, and then maybe later I will go live in the groups. But let's see. This one's for fun. So if you don't know how to measure, you're going to put the tip down and press, and it should cover the entire free edge of the nail from side to side. Nào, đo này nha. Cái này là cái số 5. Mình ấn xuống chính giữa rồi mình coi hai bên có phải là nó không hở, không lòi mà cũng không dư, thì là mình biết cái móng đó nó sẽ vừa. Nhỏ một giọt ở chính giữa rồi để cái tip vô. Nhưng mà cô này cổ chỉ sẽ làm stiletto, so muốn nó túm chút xíu. Có thấy rõ không? Can you see clear? Excuse me. It's kind of weird to be on video and doing this at the same time, huh?
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool though.
Your first time being a model?
Yeah.
With me, I cut them with shears because they are straighter when you cut with shears. And I use my finger to measure the length of the nail, and it's pretty accurate most of the time. See that? The 3. Maybe this one's longer, but these two, good. And this one's slightly longer. So let's compare it against its neighbor. Rồi, đo móng cắt lại. Rồi so lại có phải 3 ngón này nó giống nhau không? 3 cái ngón này quan trọng nó phải giống nhau. Rồi một ngón này từ từ. Rồi cái ngón này Louie measure like this. Good. Oh my gosh, Leah, you shared it. Why? This was my practice run. I wasn't gonna share this. Oh man, thank you though. Love you, girl. She does awesome nails too. It's all the nail aficionados in here right now. I'm like, oh, now I'm nervous.
Don't be.
They're really cool people though. Okay, so we'll measure against each other. Bên này với bên kia, huh? Rồi mình measure ở trên giữa. It's okay. I was gonna do this one as like a practice run, and then I was gonna do another one, like for real, but it's okay. She has a really cool page. It's called I Love Nails. Okay, so then I'm gonna pre-shape my tips, right? Mình shape cái tips trước một chút xíu á, thì để cho nó đỡ cực lúc mà mình đắp bột. Did anybody see? Did you watch a fight yesterday? No?
No.
You're a peaceful person?
Yeah.
No.
I guess.
Only puppies and kittens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was fighting?
Pacquiao, I think, in
Oh,
Vegas.
really?
Yeah.
Aww.
So it was like super dead in here yesterday. I only had appointments. But the walk-ins, like for the ladies to do, it was like super slow. So then they ended up going home early, and then today she just like, oh, can I have the day off too? Because we ended up going to the mountains. Thanks for the notice.
Yeah, I only have Netflix at home, so.
Oh, me too. I have cable out here, but only Netflix at home. Dang, this light like warms up my forehead. Are you feeling warm yet?
A little bit. I was kind of wondering.
Right? Like, is it me? Are we nervous? But we don't know how to do the lights, camera, action? Or is it for real? It's heating up my forehead, man.
Did you just get this one?
No, I've had 2 of them because like for eyelashing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I brought one of them home because we're so little here. And then I brought it back out for this. So, pre-file the tip. I was gonna tell you that the cats at my house, so cute right now.
Really?
Yeah, they have like orange and black spots, and they're white, and like they have 6 pink toes.
Aw.
Is that like a normal thing for like wild cats?
I mean, it's pretty common for cats to have extra toes. We call them polydactyl.
So they're not like inbred or anything?
No, it's just a genetic deformity, basically.
It's a deformity, like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, where it looks like a mitten?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny looking to me. So a peachy pink?
Yeah.
Yeah. orangey pink. We got some stars happening. Some moons with stars. Some of this. Okay. Oh, yeah, and some. I was gonna use some of this holographic chrome stuff. And then we'll do the chrome on top a little bit. And some paper. Okay, and a primer. I am using acid primer. I like the burn. I feel like the burn makes my customers remember me. Well, actually, I use a lot of colored acrylic, and I feel like the acid primer helps the adhesion of the nail more than the other types. So that's why I use that. So here we go. Let's test our bead against the temperature of our room today. I am using EMA liquid from the nail place. It seems to work with all the acrylic systems that I have in the shop at the moment. So keep the shape so that you don't have to drill more or file more later. I'm gonna add some acrylic clear. See what this holographic stuff looks like. And here. Do a slight parade. Push that sucker into the nail. Okay, let it dry there, move to the next. We're doing the same thing to all of them, babe?
Oh, I'm sorry?
Do you want the same design for all nails?
No, not all on all of them.
We'll do some holographic?
Yeah, I want the holographic on all of them, but not the little
star things?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it when my acrylic feels like butter.
It's really satisfying to watch.
Right? I'm just adding this for extra oomph because we're gonna do the chrome later on top, right? Jerry, I'm gonna need you to go limp as you can.
Okay.
been so quiet. It's like eerie and scary. Usually they say stuff, they have questions, like, you know. This time they're just quiet. Like, storytelling.
You know, huh?
Who am I? What is life? The sparkly silver stuff is 3-in-1 dipping powder or something that are you talking about the stars? Like this sheet, it's stickers, and then this one is the stuff, and then this is the nude. Great. Now I just closed the bottle. You think you can open it for me, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Are they saying stuff? Somebody's Carissa.
Yeah,
Carissa's hungry. I'm hungry too, girl. Let's go get Taco Bell. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna cap this with clear so that I don't grind off the glitter acrylic that I have ombreed up. I'm still gonna holographic it, but I think it gives a nice effect when I have glitter on the bottom and then hollow on top. And the thing about glitter is it gets on your napkin. So make sure that you don't clean your brush. If you're working with 2 mediums, maybe you should have 2 napkins, because then you don't get it on the other parts. What did she say?
How to prevent lifting when someone works around a lot of water.
So you're gonna have to score the fresh nail. Make sure that you remove all the shine. I use a medium grit sand band, and then I make sure that I push the cuticles back all the way up. Like Jerry has very short nail beds. Why do you have short nail beds?
So I bite my nails.
She's a nail biter, yeah. So guilty as charged. So for those people, their cuticles grow all the way down sometimes to the middle of their nail bed, and then you have to push the nail bed up while you're sand banding. If you watch my live video back from the beginning, I show you how to do that in the beginning and how to prep the nail. I don't dehydrate all the time before I primer, because I use an acid primer that evaporates as well. But if you're using that sticky stuff, like a Pro Bond or a non-acid primer, then you're probably gonna want to go ahead and dehydrate the nail first and then put the sticky stuff on there. So if you notice, I scored her nail bed and then I pushed this cuticle all the way up with my e-file. I don't do it with a cuticle pusher at all, because I'm already successfully doing that with my sandband, and my clients usually go for 3 weeks to 4 weeks without having any issue. If they're having issues, it's their own issue, because it's not a me prepping them issue. Yeah. It's an acid primer. So there's an acid primer called No Lift. You can try that one. I think it's from Today's Products. You can go on their website, but if you put in No Lift primer, you can see that. I was just wetting that because there was a little bit of glitter on that nail on the bottom. Some people get real picky about that, Like, why is there a piece of glitter? Take it off. Oh my god. But so I try to take the product as close to the cuticle as possible without touching it, and then stay on the nail only without going over to the skin, because when you touch the brush to the skin, you will make the product flow and flood onto the skin and the cuticle, and that will oftentimes create lifting as well. Maybe that's the problem. Sometimes people work really wet and the liquid goes all over, and wherever the liquid goes, some of the product goes as well. And if you're not careful to file all that off, you will have product lifting, because in those spots it's brittle, but everywhere else it's super flexible because of skin, right? So maybe that will help you with the lifting issue. My crystal katana has been with me for 6 years. I totally need another one, but I'm so in love with this one, I just can't let go. Too loyal. And notice that when I prepped the nail, I did not sand the nail down, like on the both edges. I don't even care, because with a color like this, it's not gonna show, not like a black, that's just adding more work. And actually, if I was doing this at my normal speed, I'd probably lay all the acrylic already and started filing. But right now I tuck. Yeah. But if you lay it on better, then you work less. Thank you, Kim. I hope it helps. I was actually really disappointed with a lot of the business aspects of like all these classes and like everything, and I was kind of like disgruntled for a little bit. So disheartened, not disgruntled. So then I took a break for like a year, And I think I'm gonna start it up again, just for fun though, just so to share or learn from you guys too. So let's see how it goes this time. Sometimes it's just like you're working and you want to chill with your other nail techs, and that's why I go live, you know? So if you notice, like, I'm trying it both ways. I put this one right side up, but I put this one upside down, and I did that on the other side. I did that because I want to see how it files. Like maybe the scoop going downward goes like not as bumpy on top. So let's see.
That makes sense.
Oh, Leah, you don't need tips. You're so good at nails. But to be honest, I've been doing nails for like 6 years, yeah. And when I started in this business, it was a very sheltered kind of workspace. Everybody was kind of like on their own. Nobody really helps anybody. Nobody likes people standing behind them trying to learn from them. They weren't open about everything like they are now. And like when we started going live back then, well, I don't know for other people what their intentions were, like business wise or whatever, but when I started, it was because like nobody helped me, nobody taught me. Everything was a cost. Everything was like, oh, it has years and years to learn this, I'm gonna hide it from the world kind of thing. And so like I feel like my nail game wasn't strong until I started watching tutorials and videos of other people. And then I started going live because, you know, I wanted to show people in the group how I was doing the nails so that they would go in my live and like show me what I was doing wrong, or show me how to do it quicker or better, you know. And from then I learned from my peers because other people went live too, and then I learned like through classes of like manufacturers in the industry, stuff like that. So when it became less of a hobby and more of a business, it became like kind of heartbreaking, you know. Sometimes you love and adore people on social media like they're God, and then you meet them and you're all disappointed, or you're like, you don't know that, oh, you're getting in someone's way, you know, because like you're sharing this and like they had plans to do this for something else or something. But now I hope people just understand I just doing this for fun because I'm working. My client today doesn't mind, hopefully, right? You're okay?
No, not at all.
Yeah. So
you do you.
That's why I'm doing this. Yeah.
Oh, see, she said the same thing.
Hôm nay em không có live cái sản phẩm nào hết. Em thấy cái hũ nào thì em đắp đại hả chị? Tại vì cô bé này cổ muốn cái mẫu stars với nude với lại hologram ở trong tiệm em thì quá trời sản phẩm rồi. Nhưng mà nếu mà chị muốn thấy thì để em chỉ từng cái ha. Còn tại vì hồi nãy giờ cũng tính là cả năm nay mình không có live đó, cho nên muốn live thử cái này rồi mai mốt cô live cho nó đẹp hơn, ăn ảnh hơn. Em cũng không biết nói sao, lâu lắm rồi không có lên live chơi. Nhưng mà thường người ta go live là để giới thiệu sản phẩm, còn đây Louie go live là for fun, để kind of chia sẻ với anh chị. Hồi xưa em vô nghề này không có ai chỉ á, không có ai dạy, cũng không có ai help á, cho nên em coi video nhiều lắm. Cái lần lượt mình lên live mình chia sẻ để cho người ta chỉ mình lại coi thử mình làm cái gì sai. Thì cái đó là cái cách mà em học, bây giờ em chia sẻ lại. Có cái gì sai thì chỉ nha mấy anh chị. Cái này là clear. Rồi cái này là holographic dipping wave gel, right? Number 22 for ombre gì đó, I don't know. And then rosebud, my favorite. These ones I bought it on Amazon. Tons and tons of them. They were like $5 a bag or something, and
Really?
I have like those boxes under the chairs. It's all full of these knick-knack things that I shop at nighttime. These stickers I also bought there. We're gonna use this in a second, and then I'm gonna put this holographic chrome you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't be too stiff because brand new file. Sorry guys, the hand is on the table, so is the phone. It might be vibrating. So because we pre-filed the tips, it's a little bit less hard to file these nails now because they're already kind of ready to go, right? Can you read the... I already answered the Vietnamese one.
Leah asked what glitters on the tip.
Okay, the glitter was the wave gel one. And then the next one?
She asked, where are you located?
We are located in Santa Clara, California, next to the 49er Stadium. Orchid Nail Lounge, if you want to get your nails done. And no, we're going to shout it out tonight. Okay, so I file from the front. And just slightly. Just to free up the edges. Mình dũa hai bên để cho cái móng á, nó không có bị dính. Nhiều khi cái bột của mình nó tràn ra cái đầu móng á, nó dính hai bên khóe này nè. Mình dũa nó ra để cho nó đừng có dính nữa. Louie thì kỹ hơn chút, lật tay lại, nhắm về phía chính giữa để mình dũa lại cho nó ngay ngắn. Tại vì nhiều khi á, mình dũa cái chiều của mình không á, nó không có thẳng đâu, nhưng mà mình quay ngược cái tay khách lại á, thì mình mới thấy nó thẳng. Sometimes from your own perspective you do not see the angle that the client sees, so I always turn and look down the barrel of the finger so that I can get this one is a center point, right? But the other shape's a straight edge from this perspective of the client, because when they look at themselves, they look with the finger straight in front of them, not curved down like fisted like they're holding a cucumber or something, right? Some girls do that, but like, you know, they look both ways, so you want to look at it from both ways so you make sure it's straight, right? So here we go. Okay, and then do you feel like it's straight? And then you move on. But I get my clients out in about an hour with designs and picture taking, because I book on the hour. Sometimes I'm slower because I have to deal with nonsense in the shop from my employees. Raise your hands if you have to deal with nonsense from other nail techs that have nothing to do with you, that makes you run late on time. Like no show, no call. Like Can you draw this flower for me? I don't know how to do this. Where's the white polish? Oh my gosh, who took the white polish? We have 9 white polish in the shop. Why don't you know where the polish is? Where did you put the white polish? I don't know where I put it. Where did you put it? Like, okay, here's mine. And then you have to stop, walk over, and give it to your neighbor so she can finish her client while your client is waiting on you. Like, girl, help me out. Keep track of your white polish. Or whatever. You know? The dramas of the nail tech. On every client I do this, every client has to walk out like super happy. Every client, new or old, doesn't get like a rush job because every client has to work for her money, and every client brings me what I have in my life. So I'm not gonna go F her up because I'm a greedy mother effer. So yeah, that is my mission.
That's why I've been coming back for 2 years.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna run the e-file. It's gonna get a little bit noisy, but bear with me. There's a way to do this too, right? For the people who don't already know how to do it. If you don't already know how to run the e-file, I recommend that you run it on a medium high speed. 3/4 of the way up your drill, okay? With this finger right here that I'm wiggling, I want you to pull the fingernail apart from the skin and get your drill bit in there so you can run around the cuticle. Okay? And don't worry about how quickly your neighbor is going and how well they manipulate their stupid e-file. Who cares, dude? Like, live for yourself. If this is the pace you work at and it's a safe pace for you, do it your way, And I don't care how fast the person can go back and forth like this. It doesn't matter, okay? What matters is that you perform your job safely and pretty, and your client, so they will come back and ask for you. That's it. Because, people will try to mind fuck you in all ways. Like, oh, that's not how you drill with the e-file. You are so new at this. You suck at this. You da-da-da-da. Like, there's a million ways to cut people down and a million other ways to lift people up. Pick the message that you want to receive. Okay? So basically, it's go around the outside. Leave this part right here where the moon is, thicker. And then slowly gradation it down so that your client's nail won't break right here where the free edge is. Because you want to build from structure into the nail so that it'll last them a long time and they won't bother you by coming back to fix that one nail that was too thin in the wrong place or was too lumpy or whatever, okay? And you for sure don't want to give anybody an active infection by slicing them up with your e-file either. So there goes that one. Rồi thì em giải thích lại một lần nữa bằng tiếng Việt ha. Là em lấy cái ngón tay này giữa này, em banh cái thịt ra để đưa cây dũa vô. Mình mới thì mình dũa khoảng 3/4 của cái tốc độ của cái máy mình thôi. Đừng có dũa nhanh quá, mình dũa nhanh quá nhiều khi nó chém tay khách rồi nó đứt hồi nào mình cũng không hay nữa. Còn anh chị nào mà như là cái người ngồi kế bên mình dũa nhanh gọn dũa như là máy chạy vậy đó thì good for them, nhưng mà nếu mà mình chưa quen mình dũa ở cái tốc độ mà mình có khả năng dũa, cái tay nghề mình tới đâu thì mình làm tới đó, với lại mình đừng có màng. Người ta nói cái gì người ta nói, ta chọc cái gì người ta chọc, nhưng mà khách mình nó có happy hay không, nó có trở lại kiếm mình nữa hay không, cái đó là cái quan trọng. Một ngày mình có bao nhiêu cái hẹn, tại vì á bây giờ Louie làm cho khách hẹn thì không có làm walk-in nữa, thì mình biết đó là cái income của mình nó có bao nhiêu đó, tại mình đã bill như vậy rồi. Nhiều khi mình có đi vacation hay là mình bệnh hay là cái gì đó mình không đi làm được, họ cũng vẫn chờ mình, tại vì họ biết là người khác họ sẽ không làm giống như là cái way mà cái người khách đó muốn. Hi Prince, how are you? So remember, I go all the way around the nail. I open up the side walls so that I can go all the way around, and then I build a stress area on the upper end of the nail. And I'm going to show you guys a tip for the beginner people who are really afraid of getting really tight in there but want it to look like nice still. You can just run the U-file over the nails slightly, and then you can go back with another bit. I only use basically 3 bits in my shop. Sometimes I use the cuticle bit too, or the underfile bit, but it's a fine big barrel. A coarse bit so I can break down the product, and then I use the sand band because I don't have time to switch back and forth between 10 million bits. I mean, if you guys have the time and you guys schedule apart that much, then you're welcome to do that, because I'm pretty sure your nail sets are like super perfect, you know. But I book my clients on the hour. So, come on in, have a seat. So, when I book them on the hour, I don't have time to go in between too many nail bits at once. Okay. So, okay, let's speed file, okay? My next client is here already, so let's speed up this process. I'm pretty sure you guys are bored now. Watching filing is the most boring part of any live video. Let's turn to the side so you can see this is like straight out, right? It's not curving down too much, and it's thick where it needs to be thick, thin where it needs to be thin. I think I want to go live one more time. So after this video, I'm going to end this live video. We're going to do a fun design on the next person, and then we're going to go live again. So if you guys want to tune in again and you have another hour to spend with me, I'm going to be doing another one. It's kind of fun. So after I finish that, I always come back and hit it one more time with my file and get all the edges nice and clean. But this time when I go live, if you guys want to share it back to your own page so your friends can see, or your clients, maybe they'll ask you to do the same nails, or you share to your favorite nail group, okay? Thanks, Kim. I haven't seen you in a couple years. You're one of our original. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. It's stiletto.
Okay. So at this time, usually I will let my client go rinse their hands off of all this dust. For now though, I think I'm just going to dust so we can finish off our design. You want some of these stars?
Yeah.
Okay, these stars, the trick to these stars is you gotta pick them off with something that is like plastic or metal, and you cannot touch the bottom of these stars, because when you touch them, they don't work. They don't stick.
Interesting.
You know, that aftermarket stuff
Yeah, huh?
that you buy for 99 cents on Amazon. It always happens like that. So let's just, you want to take it like that, and then you want to just like stick it down on the nail directly without touching the bottom. Khi mà anh chị xài mấy cái sticker mà mình mua bên China như vậy á, là anh chị phải lấy cái gì gỡ nó ra rồi ịn nó xuống liền, mà đừng có đụng ở trên cái ở đằng sau của nó, tại vì á, cái keo nó dở lắm. Nếu mà mình rờ tới nó là bắt đầu nó không có dính nữa. Yeah, so be careful with the sticker. Okay. Let's do a little one. And these. And then we'll top coat it and we'll do the chrome. Oh, great. Now my light is all dusty. Not your fault. My fault. Okay. This light has been with me for like 5 years.
Really?
Yeah. It's like my favorite of all time. It's so strong it burns people. Not like burn in a bad way, like it cooks everything thoroughly. I never have a problem like warping and stuff, you know. Okay, make sure everything's stuck the way it's supposed to be stuck. And then we're gonna go ahead and top coat I'm going to use a non-cleansing top coat because I'm going to do some chrome work. Make sure that when you top coat that sticker, you don't get the top coat underneath the sticker. Because when it goes underneath the sticker, you have another problem too. It unsticks itself. Và khi nào mà anh chị sơn top á, nhớ là đừng có sơn mạnh tay quá mà nó trôi đi cái sticker, rồi cái top coat nó bị dính ở dưới cái mặt của cái sticker, nó nhả cái keo ra đó, cái bắt đầu nó nhô lên, cái khách nó lấy tay nó gỡ ra, tự mình nên nó gỡ ra. Nó gỡ ra thì nó làm phiền mình để nó sửa thôi. Nhiều khi mình bị kẹt khách đó, mình không có giờ để làm cho nó. I missed you guys too. It's just been like really busy catching up with my clients. I left so many times in the last like 4 years doing different engagements and stuff that I felt like, okay, I'm gonna take a year to concentrate on the people who have been loyal to me here day to day, you know, and then come back to this hobby of mine later. So I know you guys are like, why am I speed polishing through this situation? It's because I don't really care about the cuticle right now. I'm just doing that so I can get the hollow on. Okay. So what I do is I use what's on this cap right here, and I pull. Well, there's not enough on the cap. Towards myself. And she went a little bit. I wouldn't put too much on the ones where I have stuff on it because obviously we want to highlight the stuff. But I just want to put it here at the base so we can get a condensation of hollow. And then like it looks like the hologram is farting out glitter. Because you know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that though.
It pretty much like sums up our lives, right? Like start small and go big, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think she wanted some up here. Okay. Let me do all the chrome just in case I get clumsy and then drop this whole thing. And apply pressure at this tip. Apply a lot of pressure, because pressure builds diamonds, but only after you already have coal. So where am I going with that? There you go. Shiny stuff. Basically, end result, pressure makes shiny. There. You know, sometimes the whole lights, camera, action thing is very nerve-wracking. Like, I know people.
I can imagine. You gotta like.
Yeah, you kind of
figure out what you're gonna say.
Yeah. And then this was so spur of the moment that it's like I wasn't even ready, like for this one, because this one was like, okay, practice.
Yeah, huh?
Well, not like practice, but like, you know, practice getting back to public speaking. Okay, now use the old brush to dust yourself off. And don't worry, it's already stuck, so it cannot go anywhere. And then top coat one more time. And now your top coat has to be beautiful, because this is the money. If it's not shiny and it's not in the right place, then it's in the wrong place and you're not getting your money. Or you get your money, but then they'll complain about it and put it on Yelp how you painted all over their cuticles, and look at how sloppy you are and how much you suck, which is like totally not true and not fair.
People just don't appreciate the time that you put into it.
Yeah. So be careful with your top coat and get it all over the nail. Seal the nail completely. You don't leave room for trolls to talk. Send them back under the bridge to live happily with the beavers. Okay. Make sure I get the sides. Are we close enough to the top so they can see it? They do, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Anything that you don't put top coat on around the cuticle, tomorrow is gonna look white and crusty. That's the other thing, you know? So you want to seal it up all the way to the edge, as close to but not touching the skin as possible. And then since this was touched with chrome, if you're going to use this on a color nail, you know, or something else, you're going to need to go ahead, wipe your thing off, clean your brush off before you put it in the jar, okay? And then if you still miss something and you want to cover it up, cuticle oil. Just kidding. You want to put the cuticle oil because the products dry the skin out sometimes. Maybe you miss a spot and you actually did hit it with monomer, and or like you ran that e-file over the cuticle to push it back, and you don't have the time to cut this off, or they're not paying you the extra $5 to do that. Not you, but it's a
There's people out
tip
there.
to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, then cuticle oil is my last one. And it hydrates the nail on the bottom too, so that way their nails don't lift from the bottom. Okay? Thank you for watching. Like, share, and follow.